on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. 'Cause of who I...
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Seven's a Mike 7. Hey, come on now, come on now.
Throwing is Rodgers, out to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Now a first down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
He's got it to Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
6 yards left on second down.
Switch. Mike 7.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They got enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Kamal Martin there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. his man complete over the middle. It's Gardner. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got Quick. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Completes it to Quick. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket, but it's a lot.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback who wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 24, Rodgers rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Oh, Brown, a nice catch.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
Check back 11, check back 11. Check back 11. Here we go. Hey, check back 11, check back 11. Come on, baby, come on, let's get it again.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Harris Campbell, 40 yards. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
On play action, Rodgers buying time to his left.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch 84, watch 84. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
This time they stay on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Gardner. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and 7.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Rodgers going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd down, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Tucker's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line.
Well, now how about this return?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Man open left side. It's Williams.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st down, Jones. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
After the penalty, it's Jones.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Forced out to his left.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Now Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8.
Throwing is Wilson.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Room to run past midfield. A big play there. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
Now Wilson on first down. firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie. And then the film cuts out before the big ending.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Rodgers' throw pulled in by Tate.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Rodgers to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Given the snow, you'd have to think they're likely not in field goal range just yet as they come up on a critical 3rd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And this stadium just fell silent in a hurry.
Crowd was ready to erupt, weren't they? But guess what? That chance to win one here, to steal one in the final seconds, goes awry.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
The Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.